So this is not an enjoyable video for me. And I don't know if you can hear because it's raining outside, so we'll just have to see whenever I put it together, if I ever do. But I figured I'm take an opportunity to talk about what's going on. Yesterday was my birthday, and Wes, my son, has been not feeling well for about 3 or 4 days, but it got to a point where he really couldn't breathe that well. And so Laura called in to work and took him to urgent care, and they said he needed to go to the emergency room. So I met her up there, and it turns out he has pneumonia. They took an x-ray, and his left lung was completely white, which means there's fluid all in that cavity. So they put a chest tube in him, and it seemed to immediately take effect. It seemed to be working, where his breathing, his respirations were at about 60 to 65. They dropped back down to about 30, which is closer to normal. And he was doing fine, but as the sedatives started to wear off, his respirations and all his vitals started to go back up again. So they took him to the NICU, and they have all sorts of monitors and all sorts of stuff going on. But I had to leave because we have 2 other kids that need our help, so I had to go home and take care of our daughters. But I talked to Laura a lot, and she said that it's the same. Actually, his lung seems to be worse. The fluid in his lungs, or in his lung, is thickening. So at this point, I don't know. It's 8:30. I just dropped off Grace at school, and I dropped Ruby off at a friend's house, and I'm heading up to the hospital because I don't really know. I don't know what's going on. I was up there all day yesterday, went back home. Laura's sister was driving down from Tulsa to come help us with the girls so I could be at the hospital more, but her car started to break down, so she had to turn around. And so, I don't know. This vlog every day thing is gonna come to a halt until my boy's back. And I don't even know if what this is gonna become, if I'm even gonna upload this thing, if anything I even said made any sense. It's just been a horrible couple of days. And when they took him back to get the chest tube, you just feel helpless. This whole situation, you feel helpless as a parent. You don't know what's going on, and there's nothing you can do. And you can tell the doctors are trying to be positive, but you can also see the looks on their faces. So I don't know. Okay, so it is Sunday, April 21st, actually Easter Sunday. My friend Ashley came down and he spoke for me at church. I didn't go in because the obvious. And I am in the shower. I'm in the shower. I'm not taking a shower. This has been my hangout while I'm snacking or whatever, because Wes can't eat and I don't want to eat in front of him. So I come sit in the shower and eat. But anyway, he's doing today's the first day where he's taken a big step. We've been here, this is 4.5 days, and this is the first day that he's made pretty big steps in the right direction. So today's a good day. We're still in the ICU, but they took the BiPAP off, the mask, and now they went back to the nasal cannula, and he seems to be responding well to that. He's been able to take small sips of Gatorade for the first time in 4.5 days, and it's probably the best tasting Gatorade he's ever had. But yeah, things are looking up for the first time since really Tuesday. So hopefully we can get out of the ICU soon. He still has a chest tube in. Just waiting it out. Okay, it is Monday, April 22nd. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon, and today, the last 24 hours have been pretty huge. He's got the nasal cannula, but they took it off high pressure. It's on just regular airflow. I don't really, I'm sorry if I'm not explaining this very well, but it's just regular low pressure, and they said he's handling that so well, they'll probably just take him off any oxygen altogether. So that's pretty huge. Also, we started the day with him being able to drink and then go to light soft foods, and now they've okayed him to just eat whatever he wants. So we just ordered him some spaghetti, and Laura and I got some food as well, and we're gonna eat lunch together for the first time in about 6 days. So that's pretty good. And he's playing his Nintendo Switch, so he's doing okay. He's still drugged up. He's still got a chest tube in. He's getting a blood transfusion. So there's a lot going on still, but we're seeing some huge improvements. So I'll go out there in a second and show you what's going on. Hey, bud. We got you some food. Or you got hiccups, huh?
I'll move this pillow.
Hiccups with a chest tube.
Not cool.
Not cool. What are you playing?
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong?
Okay, let's move this, and I'm gonna move the table up. We're just gonna try to take a couple bites, okay? See if that helps your hiccups. Okay? Hot. 1, 2, 3. Is that better?
Ooh.
Ooh.
You gonna try some of that bread?
Just try a little bit. What's your pain level at?
There's like,
2? Are you sure? This stinking fever needs to go away.
Well, it is Tuesday, April 23rd, 6 days in the hospital, and we just moved from the PICU into the, I don't even know what it's called, the regular holding room. So, Wes, how are you feeling?
good.
Let me turn this TV down so we can... So we got the oxygen off, we got all the stuff off, except the... Yeah, all the electric things that were on there. What else? The chest tube's still there. We won't show that, but the...
some of the RPs.
IVs?
Yeah, whatever they're called.
The IVs are gone. So the doctor's going to come in the morning, and they're going to talk about capping the chest tube. So they'll leave it in, see how you react with it not connected, and if it's good, then they'll disconnect it completely. And it's Tuesday. I'm hoping to be out of here by Friday. That would be good. We're out of the woods, I think. So we're just waiting. It's been a very, very difficult week, but we're on the down slope of it. So we're just waiting at this point. That's the smile I've been wanting to see. That jack-o'-lantern smile.
No.
No.
It's not even close to Halloween.
No, I'm so happy to see you smiling again, bud. You okay? Hey, you okay?
Yeah.
Alright, I love you.
Love you.
Today is Wednesday, April 24th at 2:47 p.m. So we've officially been here over a week, and today's been a pretty good day. Wes got his chest tube taken out. He's got his IVs disconnected. He only has one left in. It's just a port. It's not connected to anything, but he's doing really good. And all they're doing now is seeing how his body responds to not having the chest tube in. And if all is well, we'll be out of here tomorrow. So, Wes, do you have any... What?
It's going well so far.
That's right. And so what are we doing now?
We're gonna build a giant Lego adventure set.
So I asked him what he wanted from Target, and he picked this giant Lego set. So we're gonna do that, and that should pass the time. Mom went home for a little while to get cleaned up.
So while Mom's we are gonna be building the ship.
That's right, bud. Awesome. So do you have anything to say about this experience so far?
No.
It was a pretty rough week, wasn't it?
Yes.
But it's almost over.
Yes.
I love you.
Tomorrow we are going home.
Yes, that's right. I love you, buddy.
I love you too.
Okay, do you want to end it by putting your hand on there? Say bye and put your hand on there.
Bye bye.
Tell us what's going on.
I'm leaving from the hospital.
We're leaving. Oh, we're leaving from the hospital. Oh,
Jesus, chest tube, Dad.
yeah, forgot.
It's not in. It's out. But
I know.
We're still.
You're not hooked up to anything. What is today? Thursday? We got here last Wednesday morning, so we're going on almost 9 days of hospital, right? 8.5 days. So, what'd they say? We're gonna go home, just take it easy, but you could go back to school next week?
Yes.
On
Monday.
Everything's going back to normal. We're so excited.
See my hand.
Do you want to say anything to everybody?
Thank you.
Thank you for
Praying.
and all the support, sending toys and money to help us out. Thank you for family that came down to watch your sisters. Oh, hello. All right. Well, we can't go yet. We gotta wait for the discharge.
Love you, Wes.
Love you too.
All right. So how do you want to end this thing?
I don't know. Are we gonna
How about just put your hand on it?
balloons?
Bye.